Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and I am excited to be with you today. We are going to do the May 2025 Magnolia Craft Club project, which is like an adorable sort of, I don't know what you call it, stars and stripes banner made with fabric, star stencil, some white chalk paste, and everything you need for this project comes in the box, including a stencil, which is called Random Star Pattern, that we'll be able to use over and over and over for all kinds of other projects. So anyways, as you were hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle. Okay, so let me show you what comes in the box this month. And if you haven't joined my craft club yet, you definitely should, because it's a really fun club to be part of, and every month it's something different. Last month we had these adorable yellow and white aprons with a lemonade recipe, and this month it's this darling, just open this, like flag banner thing. Blue rectangle railboard, this is called. And in the images that I've seen online, it looks like a lighter blue, but in real life, it's a pretty dark navy, which is awesome. Okay, so every month with Craft Club, you're gonna get all the supplies. You're gonna get an instruction sheet. They make a video. You're gonna get whatever the surface is, a reusable stencil, whatever doodads might come with it. It's going to come with these beads and this fabric, and then you will get a new squeegee and whatever the medium is. And this month it is white chalk paste, which I don't know if we'll use all of it, so whatever's left you can use for another project. And this is the adorable little squeegee this month. Okay, so let's start, I think, with the red and white part. So you're going to get this piece of fabric, which is very generous, and I'm going to be cutting mine in many short strips. So I'm going to cut mine this way, 1 inch wide strips, but you could also do this way if you wanted longer. So let me just whip out a couple of these, and then I will show you what the process is to put them on. I've been using my scissors to cut all kinds of things that I really shouldn't do. I am just making snips about every inch. And then what we will do is we will tear off. And I like my strips frayed, but I don't like a ton of strings, so I'll come back later and clean up all the strings. Anyways, I would do this whole entire piece. Let's go on ahead and I'll show you. Also, I probably will iron these because I want mine to look neat and messy at the same time. But let me show you how you put these on. You're basically just going to fold them in half. I don't believe there's a front or back. And then you're going to poke it through this spot right here and pull the tail through the loop. And pull it, and that is it. And I will have all of these. When I'm all finished here, I will get them all ironed, all torn, and pulled through this little part of the rail, okay? So then the next thing we're gonna do is let's create the little hanger. This in this little bowl for right now. What is Craft Club? If you are new and you don't know what Magnolia's Craft Club is all about, it's a whole craft project, very different each month in a box. Comes roughly the same time each month, and it will have everything you need for a whole entire project, and most of the time that includes a reusable stencil. So if you've not stenciled before or you're just getting started, it's a great way to build a collection. Okay, so basically I will put all of my beads off camera on that, and then I will tie them to my little rail. There's 2 holes. Can you guys see that? Okay, let's see. Where do I want to put these? So I will come back and finish that off camera. What I want to show you is how easy the stenciling process is. So I'm going to just knead my white chalk paste for just a second, just to soften it up, and then I'm going to cut it open and squeeze a little bit onto a paper plate or a bowl, whatever you have handy, and whatever's left I will save for a future project. So this is the stencil, which is 8.5 by 11, which is full size. Craft Club is $24.95 plus whatever your state sales tax is, and around $5-6 shipping, and it's really a great deal. See lots of people hopping on. Okay, this is my tacky towel, and for a brand new stencil that I'm going to use on a hard surface, I am going to fuzz it. I could also fuzz it on this shirt, this kind of sweater, on a pair of jeans, on a low lint tea towel. This just makes it so that my stencil is slightly less sticky than it would otherwise be, so that when I take it off, it doesn't get stretched. If you are with me live or on replay, tell me in the comments if you are part of my craft club and what your experience with it has been. Most people say they love it, and I love it too. Okay, so this has been fuzzed, and I am just going to lay it on my little rail. Try to get it as straight as possible. And I am not going to stencil this part of it, but in the instructions and in the Magnolia video they do. So that's totally up to you. The reason why I'm not going to do that part is that's going to be covered up anyways. Okay, so these stencils, if you've never used one of these from Magnolia, they are adhesive. They have a little bit of stretch to them. They are reusable. You just wash them, in the sink with cool water. I just use my sprayer in my kitchen sink. And then I lay it on the counter to dry. They're great. And that it's easy to learn. The only trick I will tell you is that sometimes people who are new to stenciling, they're concerned that they might have missed something. And so what they will do is they will go over and over and over their stencil and accidentally end up pushing too much of the medium, whether it's chalk paste or ink, through the holes in the mesh stencil, and then it can look a little blurry. So the solution for that is just that once you get your ink on, ink or chalk paste, this is chalk paste, you're going to stop, you're going to lift up a corner, and see how it looks. It looks great. And you're not going to keep pushing more and more and more on. You just want to get it on and then take your stencil off. think that is awesome. Okay, this is going to go in my little tub of water. Off to the side until I can get out into my kitchen to spray it with cool water. Look how great that looks. So what am I going to do with this stencil after? Well, I'm going to definitely make some patriotic tea towels, and I'll show you that maybe tomorrow. I'm going to put some on a hat for this summer. You could put it on the sleeves of a t-shirt. You could put it on a tote bag. You could put it on a pillow. It could be on a chalkboard sign. There are tons of different things that you could do with this stencil. The stars can be patriotic or they can be just for fun. And so anyways, off camera I will be ironing my little strips and putting them all on here. I will add my little beaded cord, and I will come back in these comments with a picture of my completed project. Just know this is super easy, and if it feels complicated to you at all, you have this detailed instruction sheet that will come in your box. If you're not a member of Craft Club yet, it's super simple to join. I will drop a couple of links in the comments. They ask you to stay in Craft Club for at least 3 months, which I promise you, you're not going to want to leave, even after 3 months. And it will just regularly ship to you once a month, and that's pretty much it. So let me know if you have any questions. Do a this or a this. That's a heart. Feel free to sprinkle, and come back later to look in these comments and also on this page for my completed project. Alrighty, have a